Hey, Millie. Long time no talk.
Robin, it's been a while. What's up?
Nothing in particular. I just thought I'd chat. We're sisters after all. No harm in a friendly message, right?
That's true.
So, it's been about a year since you got married, right? How's your life going? How's everything with Donald?
Well, it's normal, I guess.
Normal? Is there something wrong?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, you guys aren't getting along, huh?
That's not it.
If you have any problems, you can talk to me. I'm here to listen to any complaints about him.
It's not our relationship. It's more about my mother-in-law.
Did she say something to you?
Yeah, she keeps pressuring me about wanting to see grandchildren every day.
Oh, I see. Well, you're not getting any younger, so maybe you should think about it soon.
I'd like to have kids sooner rather than later, but it's not entirely up to us.
Then why not just give up on having kids?
Don't say that. We've only been married for a year. It's too early to give up. If we can't conceive naturally, we're considering treatment.
But don't you think your mother-in-law will be heartbroken if you can't have kids?
Even so, it's an issue between Donald and me. It's not for anyone else to interfere.
True. But I still don't get it. Why did he choose you?
And what do you mean by that?
He's hot and wealthy, right? He could have anyone but chose an older woman who wasn't that pretty.
He chose me because we love each other. It's not just about looks and age.
Are you sure? What if he meets someone younger and hotter?
I don't even want to think about that.
But reality is harsh, you know. You're already in your 30s. If you can't have kids, maybe he'll consider divorce.
Robin, what are you trying to say? You said you wanted to help, but you're just teasing me.
No, I don't mean to tease you. I'm genuinely worried about you.
Sure. Anyway, I'm not giving up on having kids.
Well, good luck with that. Talk to you soon. You're such a terrible daughter.
Robin, what are you talking about?
Not only are you ungrateful, but you're also causing trouble for the whole family. You need to stop.
What are you accusing me of now?
Still being harassed by your mother-in-law, right? Mom told me and it sounds awful.
Oh, that.
She called our house. She said it was all your fault for not having kids.
I never thought she'd go that far. I'm sorry y'all got dragged into this.
It's seriously a huge problem. Because you can't have kids, we're all getting scolded by her. Mom was in tears after that call. She told her that her bad upbringing resulted in a defective daughter.
Our infertility has nothing to do with my parents. Ugh, that's too much.
But you know, I kind of get why she's mad. You've been married for 4 years now, and still no kids. It's no wonder she's upset.
Excuse me?
Honestly, Donald chose the wrong woman. He should never have married someone your age.
Hey, don't say stuff like that.
Why not just give him to me?
What in the world are you saying now?
I'm serious. Like you, I'm still young. I could get pregnant in no time, making everyone happy.
Stop it. Don't joke about something like that. I can't believe what comes out of your mouth.
I'm not joking. I'm dead serious.
Oh my God.
I've always liked him. I've always thought he'd be better off with me than with you.
I can't believe you've been looking at him that way.
He's quite good looking, you know. And his family owns a lot of real estate. I love to be a pampered housewife like you.
I'm not living a luxurious life at all. He barely gives me any money because I don't get pregnant. I'm living off my savings while getting daily harassment from my mother-in-law.
Wow, that sounds like hell. So, why not let me have him? I'm more likely to get pregnant and I'm prettier. Maybe I'll seriously go after him.
Oh my god.
I'm seriously looking for someone to marry. But I just can't find the ideal man. Actually, my ideal man is him.
Your ideal man? He's your sister's husband.
That doesn't matter. If I really tried, I could steal him in no time. But being dumped for your younger sister would be humiliating, right? So it's better if you just divorce him now.
You're unbelievable.
This is me being kind as your little sister. You're never going to have kids, so you should just step aside. Let me take your place as his wife.
I can't believe you can say that to your own sister. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Leave me alone for a while.
Millie, I've got good news.
What is it?
I've decided to divorce you.
What in the world?
Aren't you happy? I'm heading home now, so let's start the process right away.
Wait a minute. Why are you suddenly talking about divorce?
Because you still haven't gotten pregnant. It's been 4 years and we don't have a child. It's time to give up and get a divorce.
Are you serious?
And just so you know, this divorce is for your benefit. So you should be grateful to me.
What did you say?
I can't stand seeing you suffer anymore. Being blamed by my parents for not getting pregnant. I don't want to see my beloved wife wasting away. That's why I'm divorcing you for your own good. This is a compassionate, loving divorce.
What's gotten into you? Did you hit your head or something? You're not that caring person.
What did you say?
You never once helped me when your mother was harassing me. In fact, you always joined her in attacking me. You said that a childless wife is useless and worse than garbage. You barely gave me any living expenses. So now you expect me to believe you're divorcing me for my own good?
What's suspicious about that? I had no choice but to join my parents in blaming you. They were angry for my sake. It wouldn't have made sense for me to blame them.
Yes, you should have protected me. Your mother was saying all sorts of unreasonable things like I wasn't doing the housework. You should have defended me and explained to her that it wasn't true.
She was just trying to help.
That was just harassment.
She's worried about us.
She's only worried about you.
I reduced the living expenses to show her how frugal and capable you are.
Such an unfair reason. Did you really think that way?
Of course. I've always been on your side.
You're lying.
It's true. I love you and that's why I want to divorce you.
Are you seriously saying that? Normally, it'd be the other way around. You're divorcing me because you don't love me.
No, that's not it. I want to protect you.
If that's true, you should have protected me from the start.
Please, believe me. You've always been a precious, beloved woman to me. But it's because I care about you that I want to set you free. Sometimes, letting go is a form of love.
I see. All right, if you're serious about this, let's get divorced.
Really?
But give me a little time. I want to make sure you haven't been unfaithful.
What? Why would you need to check something like that? I would never cheat on you. I've always been devoted to you.
I'd like to believe that, but I can't. You never defended me against your mother's bullying. You even laughed along with her. You didn't support me through the infertility treatment. You can't suddenly start being kind without raising suspicion. It makes me think there's another reason for this divorce.
No, there isn't.
Do you have someone else? Is that why you want a divorce, to be with her? You don't want to pay alimony or deal with complications if your affair gets exposed. So you're trying to have an amicable divorce instead.
You really think I'm that conniving? I may not show it well, but I've tried to be caring.
If you're truly innocent, then you won't mind if I investigate. You should be calm and confident. So why are you flustered?
I'm not flustered at all.
If you really care about me, you'll understand my feelings. And tell me to take all the time I need to investigate. I'll take as long as I need to be satisfied. Then we'll discuss the divorce.
Millie, you need to give up on Donald already. He asked for a divorce, so just agree to it, okay? He's trying to make this as smooth as possible for you. Why are you still so hung up on him?
Wait, how do you even know about it?
He was venting to me. You're accusing him of having an affair, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Of course he has a mistress. And guess what? It's me. Are you satisfied now?
I had a feeling it was something like that. But I didn't expect you to confess before I could even look into it.
Well, you were being such a pain about it. If it's going to come out anyway, it's easier to just admit it now. It's more efficient to pay the alimony and get divorced quickly.
True. That would make things easier for me too. But can you tell me why you had an affair with him? He's your brother-in-law.
I've told you before. I want to marry into a wealthy family and live a luxurious life. I needed a man to make that dream come true.
But it didn't have to be him. There are plenty of wealthy men out there.
Well, those types of men are usually married. I don't mind stealing a man, but I want to avoid unnecessary trouble. Then it hit me. Stealing from within the family might not cause as much outrage.
You're kidding.
Plus, you two can't have kids, and your marriage is on the rocks. More people might actually be happy if I took him.
I can't believe you went after him for such a ridiculous reason.
I've confessed, so hurry up and divorce him. I want to marry him as soon as possible.
Why are you in such a rush to get married?
The truth is, I'm pregnant with his child, so we want to get married before the baby is born.
Oh my God, Robin! You're pregnant?
Oh, but don't tell Donald yet. I want it to be a surprise, so I'm keeping it a secret for now.
Are you really pregnant? Could it be a mistake or something?
I had it confirmed at the doctor's office. I've started taking prenatal vitamins.
This is unbelievable.
See? Young women get pregnant easily. Not like you, old lady.
I see. Then I really do need to get a divorce. A child needs both parents.
You try so hard but couldn't give him what he really wanted. Sorry for getting pregnant with your husband's baby. But once the baby is born, you'll be happy for our child, won't you?
Sure. Congratulations.
You're trying to act tough. It's hilarious. I know you don't really mean it. Anyway, take care of the divorce ASAP. I'm glad you're so understanding. I thought you'd put up a fight and not let go of Donald, but you agreed to the terms of divorce pretty easily. Honestly, it was a bit of a letdown. When I told Donald I was pregnant, he was overjoyed. He said he'd leave you and marry me right away. We've been searching for a wedding venue, so from today, I'm his official fiancé. the future wife of a wealthy man.
Congratulations, Robin. Your dream has come true.
My baby's growing smoothly, too. When it's born, you'll be the first to see it. Our cute little angel.
Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want to see your kid with some random guy.
Excuse me?
You've really hit rock bottom.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Want to hear another congratulations? Congrats on pulling off the deception. Will you tell him before the baby is born, or keep it a secret forever? Either way, you're in for a rough ride, Robin.
Millie, what are you talking about? Don't accuse me of deceiving people. I would never do that.
But it's the only explanation for your pregnancy. He's infertile. There's no way he could impregnate you.
What the? Infertile? He can't have kids?
Exactly. I had him tested, and he had almost no viable sperm. The doctor told me natural pregnancy was impossible. We'd need fertility treatments for any chance of conceiving.
You're kidding. That's impossible. I'm actually pregnant. It can't be another man's child. Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm. So there is someone else?
Wait. This is ridiculous. It was just one time. I bumped into my college friend. We got drunk and it just happened. It was just a fling. I never expected to get pregnant from it.
Young women do get pregnant easily, just like you said.
Wait, this can't be happening. There's no way that old classmate is the father. It's impossible.
The real impossibility is a man who can't be a father being one.
But that guy is unemployed now. He was my crush back then, but he's just a broke band man who does odd jobs. I can't have his kid. I just became the fiancé of a wealthy man.
How awful for Donald to have his new fiancée pregnant with another man's child. I feel sorry for him.
And why didn't you tell me he was infertile? You should have told me something so important earlier.
That wouldn't have been fun.
What?
You betrayed me, and I couldn't let you have a carefree and happy marriage, so I didn't tell you about it. And I haven't told Donald either.
Oh my God! He doesn't know?
He wouldn't help with fertility treatments or tests. It took a lot of convincing to get him tested. Even if I told him the results, he wouldn't believe me. He'd just get angry. So I kept it to myself.
Oh no!
His parents think fertility treatments are embarrassing and wouldn't support it. If we can't do the treatments, the results don't matter. The doctor said we'd need them to conceive.
That's true. But what do I do now? I just told him about my pregnancy.
Oh dear.
I was so excited to surprise him. Now I can't tell him he's not the father. What am I going to do about it?
So, will you keep it a secret? But I won't let you.
Why not?
Now that we're in the process to divorce, I don't care if he gets angry. I'll tell him about the infertility results.
No. Wait a minute. Please, don't do that.
Either you tell him the truth or I will. Choose. Well, I'm off now.
Am I having a nightmare? How could she be pregnant with another man's child? Why do I have to hear this on the day I proposed to her? This can't be real.
Oh, she spilled sooner than I thought.
I can't wrap my head around this. I was so happy about having a baby. I thought I was going to have a young wife and we were finally having a baby. But now I find out the father is another man. It's too cruel.
Well, she did tell you the truth.
She says she has something important to tell me. What do you mean I'm infertile?
Oh, I just emailed you the test result. Take your time reviewing it.
Are you kidding me? Why didn't you tell me something this important sooner? Why wait until she's pregnant to tell me?
This is my revenge.
What?
You never supported me in fertility treatments no matter how much I begged. You didn't help when your mom mistreated me. When I found out the result and realized I wasn't the problem, something snapped inside me. I decided to use the infertility result as my trump card. I'd reveal it at just the right moment.
You are
It seems like it worked well.
It's beyond effective. What am I supposed to do now? Robin keeps insisting I be the father of her child. She says blood ties don't matter, but I can't do it.
I can't stand listening to your complaints anymore.
Oh, come on, I need to vent. She did something even worse. I can't keep this to myself.
What? She did more?
When I refused to be the father, she flipped out. She said it was my fault for being infertile. She told me to keep quiet and everyone would be happy. Then she went ahead and told my parents about the pregnancy.
Oh dear.
They don't know anything, so they're thrilled. They even cried with joy, thinking they'd finally see a grandchild. But it isn't mine.
That's really terrible. But you can fix this easily. Just tell them the truth. The child isn't their real grandchild and has no blood relation to you.
I can't. If I do, they'll find out I'm infertile.
Oh, right.
If they find out their precious son can't have kids, they'll be devastated, and my pride will be shattered.
If you stay silent, you'll have to be the father of another man's child. But if you tell the truth, your pride will be ruined. It's an impossible choice, but it's none of my concern anymore.
Huh?
Sounds like an eventful start to your new life. Enjoy it.
Give me a break. What am I supposed to do now?
Millie, this is bad. Please, I need your help.
What's going on?
My in-laws found out the baby isn't Donald's. They're telling me to break off the engagement.
Wow, Donald actually admitted he's infertile.
I thought he'd never do it. His parents are furious now. They're saying I made them falsely hopeful. They want us to break up right away. They're even demanding $200,000 in emotional damage. Isn't that outrageous?
Well, they are wealthy people. Even their demand is on a different scale.
Please help me. Talk to them and convince them to drop this nonsense.
Not a chance. I have no obligation to help you.
What? So you're telling me to just pay $200,000? I barely have any savings and I'm pregnant. I even reached out to the child's father, my old classmate, but he said he couldn't marry me or pay child support. He'll acknowledge the child, but won't help otherwise.
You're quick to switch sides. Impressive.
Please help me. You're the only one I can rely on now. I can't tell our parents about this.
Don't rely on me.
Why not? We're sisters. It's normal for a sister to help when her sibling is in trouble.
Sister? It's a joke. Don't ever call me your sister again. I no longer consider you family. I don't know any backstabbing sister who'd steal her sibling's husband.
I'm sorry for taking Donald. I promise I'll never betray you again. Please just lend me some money.
Nope, not even a single cent.
Millie?
Then stop contacting me. I'm cutting all ties with you. You'll have to figure this out on your own. Robin begged Donald to take her back, but he refused to forgive her. They broke off engagement right then. Since she couldn't pay the $200,000 compensation, it was drastically reduced, but it was still a significant amount for her. She paid the whole sum through a loan. She eventually gave birth and married the child's father. However, he's still pursuing his dream of becoming a famous musician. Despite being a father, he continues with his band, earning only a meager income from part-time jobs. Robin has to take on multiple part-time jobs to support the household, leaving her exhausted every day from balancing childcare and work. As for Donald, he swore off marriage and was determined to stay single, but his mother wouldn't accept it. She forced him to start infertility treatments, hoping to have a grandchild one day. She even asks anyone she meets if they know of any good doctors or treatments for infertility, much to Donald's embarrassment. His pride is utterly shattered, and both he and his mother are pitied by relatives and friends.
Hey, you good for nothing?
Me?
Yeah. Who else? It's you. When I checked my luggage, only 2 pairs of socks were in it for this entire business trip. I told you to pack me some underwear too. They weren't in there. What's up with that?
Oh, sorry, it's my bad.
You're a housewife, but you can't even properly pack your husband's stuff. If you can't take care of me right, don't call yourself a housewife. You're just a lazy freeloader.
I'm sorry. I'll be more careful next time.
What if my work doesn't go well because of this? It'll be your fault.
Just because of the socks and underwear?
I'm nice enough to marry someone like you without a degree, skills, or money. So you better get your act together.
Yes.
You, with no abilities, won't be able to survive if I divorce you, right?
You don't have to put it like that.
Then take better care of me.
I was a bit busy with Jack's field trip preparations.
Don't use our kid as an excuse. Who's providing for you?
I know that.
If you do, then prioritize me. Geez, why do I have to explain every detail? You're so incompetent without a college degree and any understanding, you know.
But Jack's only 5 years old and requires a lot of attention. It would really help if you could do some things on your own.
Oh man, you still don't get it, huh? What are you saying? You're a housewife, right?
Yes.
Your job is to take care of your husband, the breadwinner, isn't it?
I understand that.
If you understand, then why aren't you doing it already?
I'm sorry.
Anyone can apologize, you know? You need to show it through your actions, okay? Listen, I work to provide a good life for you guys. This business trip to Mexico is for that too.
Yes, thank you for your hard work. It's a 5-day trip, right?
Right. I work my butt off, but you're neglecting your duties as a housewife. It's outrageous. When I return, you better welcome me with open arms. Got it?
Yes, got it.
Make sure there's a hearty meal on the table too. If I find out you cut corners, there will be consequences.
Okay. I'm Shiana, 35 years old. I'm part of a family of 3, including my 5-year-old son Jack and my husband Louis. Louis and I work at the same company and got married. When we were going out, he made all the decisions, from where we went to what we ate. Back then, I thought of him as a decisive person and found it quite appealing. However, it was only after we got married that I realized he was actually quite selfish and always wanted things to go his way. By that time, we already had a child, so I believed that if I could just tolerate it, things would work out. His job involves frequent business trips, with Mexico being one of the places he visits at least once a month. This time, his trip there was scheduled for 5 days. Little did I know that it would lead to something completely unexpected. Louis is in big trouble! There's been a plane crash! My precious only child! What am I going to do? Oh God, I wish this was just a dream! Shiana, what are we going to do now? What's going on, Joyce? You need to watch the news right now. A plane crash in Mexico? No way. His name appeared on the screen before. Oh no, it's mentioned again just now. I won't be able to go on if I lose him. Please, calm down. He might still be okay even if he was in the accident. But they said it was pretty much hopeless for the crew and passengers after a plane crashed into the sea. He's a good swimmer, so he might have survived. Sure, he's been good at swimming since he was young, but it's a plane crash. Swimming skills won't help in this situation. But we won't know for sure until... How can we confirm? I think I should call him just to be sure. Hey! What's happening? Well, I can't get through to him. You can't reach him? You see? Does that mean he's in a hopeless situation? Is that it? This can't be true. Oh God, Louis! We still don't know for sure. I'll try contacting the airline and his workplace. Then do it quickly! Should I also contact the embassy? Contact everyone you can think of! Understood. I'll do my best to find out more. Please wait a little longer. By the way, you're remarkably composed right now. Why are you so calm? Am I? Your husband was in a plane accident. Most people would be more frantic in this situation, don't you think? At times like this, it's important to stay calm. Panicking with uncertain information is the last thing you want to do. You've always been so cold, you know. Poor Louis. Excuse me? Are you thinking about collecting the insurance money if he's gone? You're a heartless wife. What in the world are you saying? Honestly, I was against your marriage from the start. Your family is poor and you only have a high school education. I shouldn't have approved it. Why are you saying this now? Your parents run an unprofitable business, right? That's why you, from a poor family, ended up in a low-level public school instead of a private one. It's your parents' wrong upbringing that turned you into a heartless, cold woman. Even though you came from a poor family and went to a low-level public high school, they should have taught you the importance of family values. Is this really the time for all of this? Louis is an elite from Stanford University. I absolutely despise the idea of marrying someone like you who didn't even go to college. But I allowed it out of pity. Joyce, we need to confirm the plane crash right now. Oh, I get it now. You arranged this plane crash too, didn't you? What nonsense. How could I do such a thing? You knew it would crash and deliberately put him on that flight. Are you crazy? His company handled the flight bookings. You probably instructed them to do that, to leave no evidence. How on earth would I even know that it was going to crash? Unless you have some kind of superpower, it's impossible. A loving married couple should naturally know things like this. If there's love, you should have sensed if there was going to be an accident, or if it was better not to take that flight. It's your fault for not sensing that. Hold on a sec. What you're saying is absurd. Even if something happens to him, I won't give you a single cent. His savings and property, everything belongs to me. But we still don't have any information on his status. We need to clarify these things beforehand. Even if that were the case, the inheritance rights would go to Jack in that event. Well, he's the heir to this family. Naturally, his custody and inheritance rights belong to me too. I won't accept that. He'll remain with me no matter what. If something happens to Louis, he'd be my only family. Over here too, if he were to be gone, the heir would only be my grandchild. If you don't compromise, I won't have a choice. Then it's going to court. I can afford a good lawyer because I have money, but you don't, so it's clear who's going to win. That's terrible. We still don't even know what happened to Louis. This is a time to make things clear. It would have been wise to clarify and document these things before you guys got married. If something happens to him, you'll leave without my grandchild. No way. But first, we need to confirm his safety. I don't believe he's gone. I believe he's still alive. As I watched the news in shock, my mother-in-law Joyce sent me messages that further stunned me. She shares a similar personality with Louis. Since our marriage, I've been caught in between these two strong-willed and selfish people, enduring hardships all along. I had always felt that she didn't truly accept me as her family. But I never expected her to be that crazy, especially in this situation where Louis might be in a disastrous accident. What if something really happened to him? Will my son be taken away from me? I was distraught, not knowing what to do, and just kept trying to confirm his safety. When I called the airline, the line remained busy, His workplace informed me that he had applied for 3 days of paid leave. They weren't sure if he had boarded the scheduled flight or if he was still in Mexico. Overwhelmed with anxiety, I decided to leave Jack with my parents. Then, I obtained an emergency passport and headed to Mexico, at least to be closer to the situation. Hey, have you found Louis yet? The airline isn't helping, so I still don't know. Even when I asked at the airport, they kept saying they didn't know. Then what's the point of you going there? What did you go for? Did you just spend a ton of money to go on a vacation or something? I couldn't possibly think of anything like that in this situation. I might get some information by being here rather than waiting back home. But you don't know anything yet. You're really incompetent. Try harder. What about his phone? Did you get through? No, that didn't work either. Are you sure you're really trying to contact him? Based on the news here, they seem to have located the crash site. It looks like the rescue teams are heading there. So, he might be okay? Still unclear. Just don't get your hopes up too high. He's been stranded in the sea for more than a day. What? You're saying it's better if he doesn't survive? You're such a heartless woman. I'm not thinking that at all. You're just a high school graduate and you don't even speak Spanish, do you? Are you really getting accurate information? I can speak Spanish, you know. Even though you only graduated from high school? You probably speak broken Spanish, right? Can that even get you by locally? I went volunteering abroad instead of going to college, so I can manage daily life and have conversations. Huh? I joined my church to do volunteering in Peru. Were you doing odd jobs abroad because you were so poor? Oh my God, no. Anyway, I can speak Spanish, so I won't misunderstand the news. Well, if so, then make sure you get the information right and find Louis. If something happens to him, I'll never forgive you.
Hey, I'm back, but you're not here. I know you're an incompetent housewife, but can't you even be here to welcome me back? You promised to do so to make up for not properly packing my stuff, didn't you? Breaking your promise, huh? Are you taking me lightly?
Is this?
Listen, be back in 5 minutes. I won't forgive you if you're 1 minute late.
You're home?
Isn't it obvious that I should be home? You're not happy that I'm back?
You're alive. I was so worried that you might be gone.
Huh? Who's gone? I'm back in the States. I'm currently at home.
Is it really true?
Of course. Come home quickly and make dinner.
Weren't you involved in a plane crash?
Crash? What are you talking about?
Because the flight you were supposed to be on crashed, and your name was on the news.
Oh? I rescheduled my return flight, so I canceled the one I was supposed to take.
Plus, your phone wasn't working.
I dropped it in the bathroom during the trip, and it broke. I sent it for repair and have been using a temporary one since coming back.
I see.
Come to think of it, there was some news about an accident when I was coming back. Was that the flight I was supposed to take? I unknowingly dodged a bullet. Seems like when you reach my status, you can avoid danger without even realizing it.
I was really worried. I'm glad you're still with us.
Of course I'm alive. Anyway, come back home quickly and cook something. I'm starving. Also, the house is a mess. What have you been doing?
I had to leave in a hurry.
You're really lax for a housewife, huh? You can't be anything else but that, so you should be doing your job better, as I always say. Just come home right away.
I can't. I'm in Mexico right now. I flew out to check on you.
What? Are you kidding me? What a waste of money.
Don't talk like that. I was worried about you.
You could have just waited for me to contact you.
But if something happened to you, you couldn't contact me, right?
Or was it for my life insurance? Did you rush to the site for that? You're unbelievable.
Why is it that both you and your mom are saying such things? Isn't it normal to be concerned about my own husband?
Oh, I wonder. More importantly, what about my dinner?
You can get something for yourself.
What's with that high and mighty attitude? Are you trying to starve me to death and get life insurance or something?
Of course not.
Then get on a plane back right now.
I'll do that without you telling me. Oh, wait.
If you get on a plane now, you'll land in about 3 hours. Hurry up. Hey, have you already arrived? Get back home and start cooking. You're such a useless wife.
Well, you see, I'm still in Mexico City.
Why are you still over there? You already confirmed that I'm fine.
Yeah, but...
I told you to get on a plane and come back immediately. Don't tell me a good-for-nothing housewife like you planned to have fun there and then return, do you?
The one who was having fun was you, right?
What are you talking about? I said it was a business trip, didn't I?
But you've been using your paid leave and extending your stays every time, right? I inquired with your company.
I was extending my stay for some rest. What's wrong with that? And you contacted my office?
Yeah, I was worried about you, and I stayed at the same hotel as you. You left something there, right?
Huh?
Who's Maria?
Who?
She came to the hotel to pick up your forgotten item. She said she was your wife.
That's...
And she even has a 1-year-old son, she said. Please explain.
Is there some kind of misunderstanding here?
Misunderstanding?
Because, there's a language barrier. I mean, I'm already surprised that you managed to stay at a very local hotel. You don't even speak Spanish.
Did you forget that I volunteered in Peru in the past? Oh, maybe you forgot because you aren't interested in me. You have Maria, right?
Well...
I'm invited to her house and I'm meeting her family and relatives now.
No way.
They threw you guys a grand wedding 2 years ago, isn't that right? I was shown some pictures.
That's... Well, you see...
You haven't legally married yet because of some paperwork issues. But did I hear it'll be done soon?
Well, I have some obstacles.
Obstacles?
Please, can you not tell Maria anything?
Don't tell her what? Like, I'm the real wife? And we have a 6-year-old child together? Or you were having an affair here while everyone back home was worried about an accident?
All of it.
Wow, you really love her, huh?
No, you're the only one that I love, Shiana. She was just a fling from the beginning.
Huh? You even had a wedding, though.
Oh, that? That's because her family meddled in and forced me to do it. I didn't have much choice as she got pregnant. I didn't want to get married at all.
You look happy in the wedding pictures, though.
It's a fake smile. And besides, if we ever divorced over there, I'd be hit with some outrageous financial claims because of the customs.
Oh, really?
Not to mention, every time I visit, her family constantly nags me for money. I figured it was about time to call it quits. Please, let me end things amicably with her, so play along for now.
How are you planning to do that? Will you stop coming here? Quit contacting her and disavow the child?
Right. It's a natural dissolution. We shouldn't have been together in the beginning because we're from different countries. I'm just trying to make it right.
That's too irresponsible. But I hear there are so many others like you.
Yeah, it happens all the time. I haven't given her my contact information or told her my company name, so don't worry as long as you keep quiet.
Oops, I already did. And by the way, I told her that you and I are married for now, but we'll get divorced soon, so she doesn't need to worry.
No.
I'll file for divorce and make sure to claim alimony. Also, I'll take custody of Jack, so you'll have to pay child support.
No way. He's the heir. There's no way Mom will let him go.
It's all good. There's another one between you and Maria. I'm sure she wouldn't dare to complain. And even if it goes to court, I'm pretty sure I'd win. So, live happily with your other family.
Wait, just wait. It'll affect my image at work if we divorce. I have a certain standing in my company, you know. Please, reconsider.
After I return, I'll go straight back to my parents. We'll discuss the divorce through a lawyer, so please cooperate.
Wait, please. You know I love you. You're the only one. I don't want to be a divorcee. Think it over, will you?
Subsequently, I filed for divorce. I've taken custody and we settled on alimony and child support. Louis had a hard time at his job due to the incident becoming known, leading him to resign. He moved back in with his mother and they were living modestly together for a while. Recently, Maria arrived with the child and began living with them. However, due to her inability to speak any English, as well as dealing with the selfish Joyce and the unhelpful Louis, who didn't assist with household chores or childcare, she lost her patience and returned to Mexico after 3 days. Louis struggled to find a new job while dealing with the twice increased alimony and child support payments. He had to take multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet, never getting a break, and living in poverty with his mother. I was able to find a job where I could put my Spanish skills to good use. With the help of my parents, I'll be working hard to balance raising Jack and my career from now on.
Andrea, you've been slacking on your chores again. I asked you to clean the bathroom yesterday, remember? Why is it still dirty? What were you doing all this time? Stop being lazy and get on with it. Oh, also clean my garden today. My beautiful garden is so messy now. And when you're done with all that, go grocery shopping and prepare dinner. Got it? Now move. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm in my last month of pregnancy, so I can't move that much. I just drove you earlier and I feel so tired, Mom. I can't do such chores today. Huh? We just went shopping for a few things. Oh God, you're overreacting. Actually, Noah texted me earlier, saying I should not drive and go outside. I hope you understand. For the sake of my baby, I'm sorry, Mom. I will do my best to do the housework after the baby's born. Oh, really? I think you're being too spoiled by my son. I've told you many times, pregnancy is not a disease or something. You'll do the chores once the baby is born? So we're supposed to live in a dirty house that hasn't been cleaned in the meantime? What's the purpose of living together then? Huh? You know, I don't want to say things like this, but since you don't seem to understand, I have to tell you. You don't have any gratitude to me for accepting a poor woman like you without parents as a wife. If you were grateful, you wouldn't act like that, you know? Mom, I think it's two different things. Besides, we live in a two-family house, and we could separate the housework. Excuse me? So you want to disrespect me like that? You put locks on your side of the house you live in? If I have a key, I would have dragged you over here to do the chores. It's only natural for a wife to clean the house, but you keep making excuses. But first of all, it's a waste of time talking over text. Now get your ass over here now. Mom, don't bang on the door so much. Then come out quickly or I'll break this front door. Mom, please stop. Hey, I need your help, please.
Andrea? Sorry, I'm at work and I couldn't answer your call. What happened?
It's about Mom. I'm already in my last month of pregnancy and she keeps saying crazy things to me. I don't think I could bear this.
What?
She makes me drive the car, and she pushes me to do one chore after another. She won't let me rest at all.
Is that true?
Of course. I've done everything I can, but I'm at my wit's end.
Oh God, how could she do that to a pregnant woman?
I don't know how to say this, but she was banging on our front door earlier, telling me to hurry up and do the chores. If she had the key, she'd drag me out to do the chores. She also said she'd break the door if I didn't come out.
What?
She went back home to watch her favorite TV show. But when it's over, I'm sure she'll come knocking on the door again. I'm so scared. I'm afraid that it's going to affect my baby. But if I refuse, I think she will really break the door. And if that happens, I don't know what's going to happen.
That's a crazy mother-in-law. What about Noah? You haven't talked to him about it?
Of course I've talked to him, but Mom only comes when it's just the two of us like this. Noah's never seen her in action.
I see. Oh, I just remembered that Noah is on a business trip, right?
Yes, he will be back the day after tomorrow. I don't want to live in this house anymore. I'm so scared.
My poor sister. Okay, can you wait just one more hour?
What? Yeah, I think Mom will be watching TV for a while.
Well, in the meantime, you pack up what you need. I'll pick you up soon.
What? But you're still at work, right? I don't want to cause trouble for you.
Don't worry. I'll be on my lunch break in a few minutes. Just think about yourself and your baby now, not about me.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to have you as a big brother.
Andrea, are you okay? Your brother told me everything. I'm really sorry.
I'm fine. But when we were about to leave the house, your mother went crazy. I was only able to get out of the house because my brother was there. I can't imagine how angry your mother is right now.
But I'm glad to know that you are safe now. Your brother sent me a video when you left home.
What? Really?
My mom really went crazy. I can't believe that she's my mother. I mean, you told me before that she was being mean to you, but is she always like that?
Yeah, it was really bad, Noah. But I didn't know how to tell you. I mean, she is your mother who gave birth to you. But it was just too much for me. I want to show our convo too.
Yes, of course. It's something I need to know. I'm really sorry that you've had to go through this alone. I'm on your side, Andrea. From now on, if you ever have any problems, you can definitely talk to me about it.
Noah, thank you for understanding. I'm at my brother's apartment now.
That's good. Your brother was kind enough to let me cut short my business trip. I'm just getting ready to go home, so I'll be there later tonight. Besides, I've got some things on my mind.
Oh yeah? Like what?
I will tell you later.
Okay then, I will wait for you.
But if you're tired, you can go to bed first. But right now, I want you to take care of yourself and the baby. We can talk in the morning. I'm sure you're tired, so don't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, Noah. I love you.
Mom, we need to talk.
Noah! There's a big problem in the house. Andrea just left the house.
What?
Her brother came to our house earlier. I don't know what he told her. He said terrible things to me and he took her away. And it's so weird that Andrea was prepared to leave on the spot. I don't understand what's going on. She can't even do the housework and she left us like this. What kind of wife is she? And yet she's so arrogant and rebellious. I hate her so much.
What did Andrea and her brothers say to you?
What?
I mean, what exactly did they say to you?
They said things like, I should be doing the chores because she's pregnant. I don't know why we're living together. Isn't that terrible? What a heartless thing to say to your own family. Just thinking about it makes me sad. Oh Lord, they're really terrible people.
I see. It's really terrible.
You think they're terrible too, right? Well, I want to tell you something. I try not to interfere with you and your wife as much as possible, but she is so paranoid all the time. I can't say she's persistent or mean. I'm really tired of just being with her. She's really mean to me, son. Just because she's pregnant, she thinks it's okay to verbally abuse her mother-in-law. That's all I want to say. She is a terrible wife. I don't want to say anything too bad about your wife, but you know, I've been holding back too. It's just too bad. You have to make her change her attitude and way of thinking. If you don't, you'll have a hard time in the future. I see your point, Mom. Actually, I got a call from her brother and I knew Andrea left home. What? Really? Then you also know where she went? Of course I do. She's at her brother's place right now. Anyway, what I want to say is, don't forget that Andrea is in her last month of pregnancy. Yeah, I know that. That's all I want to say. Good night, Mom. Oh, wait. You're coming back the day after tomorrow, right? I'll convince Andrea to come back by then. And I'll make sure to educate her on how to behave as a wife so she won't do anything stupid like this anymore. So don't worry, son. Andrea! What the hell are you thinking? Don't ignore me. Answer me now. Hey, Mom. What took you so long to reply? Your relatives are barging in. I've been waiting for you to come back. And now what? I can't believe that you were planning to move my stuff from the house. Are you trying to get me out of this house? How could you do that to me, you useless wife? I accepted you as daughter-in-law who has no family. Instead of being thankful to me, you disrespected me like this. I will tell everything to my son. I can't do this anymore. You two should get a divorce as soon as possible. You wait and see. Mom? Noah, just in time. I'm in trouble. Listen to me. Andrea's relatives are here and they're moving my stuff out without my permission. They're trying to get rid of me. If anyone should leave, it's Andrea, not me. It's unbelievable, right? She's a useless wife who can't even do her own housework. And now this? She's trying to revenge on me. I can't believe you married a woman like that. What? Andrea is useless and she's doing revenge? If anyone should leave, it's my wife? Mom, what on earth are you talking about? Don't you get it? First of all, you bought this house. If she doesn't want to live with me, she should be the one leaving this house, not me. Right, son? This is why people who don't have parents have no common sense and are selfish. Even if no one educated her, she is an adult and should at least have some common sense. And she's taking advantage of the fact that we're providing for her and putting on a big face. Oh my goodness! Mom, it's true that Andrea doesn't have parents, but that doesn't mean she wanted to be that way. Her parents died in a car accident and Andrea had to suffer a lot. She has no common sense? No way. She's a humble and modest woman. Besides, she has brothers and relatives who have been supporting her. So please don't talk like that, Mom. Noah, you are manipulated by that woman. I've been treated so badly, you know. And you're saying I should shut my mouth and let it go? No way! Treated you badly, huh? Yes! I sacrificed myself so that Andrea could live comfortably even though we live in two houses. I sacrificed myself to support you. And yet she trampled on my feelings like this. Noah, you're divorcing her soon, right? Your own mother has been treated so badly. You have to demand alimony and leave her as soon as possible. You will do that, right, son? You said the other day that you can't live with such a horrible person, didn't you? I didn't say that. You said it! When I told you that Andrea and her brother verbally abused me, you agreed with me that it was terrible. I did say that, but I didn't mean to say that they are terrible. You know what? Let me ask you something. Do you know who owns the house? Huh? Of course, it's you, right? No, it's not. What? Then is it your father? Nope. Huh? Who then? My brother-in-law. What? Andrea's brother? Yes, so now you get it. You should be the one leaving the house. Are you joking? I don't believe that. I know it's under your name. How can a poor person without parents build a house? A poor person? Yes, those poor and disrespectful people, Andrea and her brother. Mom, did you forget? The president of the company I work for is owned by Andrea's brother. Huh? The president? You didn't tell me that. Even the land of the house. It was originally Andrea's grandparents' house. So her brother inherited the land and still manages it. Huh? You're kidding, right? Listen, I thought I explained it to you when we built the house. Why don't you remember such an important thing? Oh no. Then maybe you forgot this too? Huh? What? Do you remember why we built a two-family house on the land that is under Andrea's brother's name? Of course! It's because we could live together, right? There's no other reason. So you didn't listen to me at all. What? The house was originally built for me and Andrea, my brother-in-law, and his fiancée to live in. However, my brother-in-law's fiancée is currently overseas for work, so the wedding was postponed for now. So it was decided that Andrea and I would move in first. But you took advantage and moved in with us while Dad is away for work. I couldn't believe it when you moved in with us. You started living in a house that wasn't yours. What are you talking about? I had no choice but to talk to my brother-in-law about it. He agreed to let you stay there until he got married and moved in. So you were living in my brother's house until now. You could have been kicked out any time, but the brother was kind enough to let you stay. I guess you don't remember this either. Are you serious? That can't be true. I explained everything to you, didn't I? You don't remember anything about this? Of course, Dad knows everything too. But when we talked about back then, I thought Andrea didn't want to live with me and she was just being selfish. Huh? I just thought you convinced her that time. How did you come to that conclusion? You're interpreting things for your own good. Who's the one being selfish, barging in here without permission and living at a house that wasn't even yours? How dare you talk to my wife like that? But... That's why her brother, which is the landlord, got mad. He was so nice to you and you should know that. Don't exaggerate things. They are all crazy. How can you not be mad if your precious pregnant sister is treated badly at the house? So, you should be the one who has to leave the house. But, don't you feel bad for your own mother? Can you talk to them? Do you want me to talk to them? The only thing I can say to them is, my insane mother will never come near our house or Andrea again. What? You're going to stay with Dad from now on. That's why we're moving Mom's stuff out this time. Wait a minute, I don't like that. Dad's already committed to working at the new place until he retires. I know you didn't want to live in the countryside, that's why you stayed here, but after what you did, you should go live with Dad now, so good luck with that. I don't want to! I can't! I don't want to leave! I knew you would say that, but it's too late now. You should be thankful you have a place to go. But... Bye, Mom. Take care always. My husband showed me the conversation with his mom. It was shocking to know that she forgot everything about the house, but I'm glad to know that she realized her own position now. I was relieved to think that I was now free from her. When my husband asked his dad for advice, he immediately decided to take her in. They're going to move into the company housing together. According to my husband, Mom will have a hard time building relationships at the company housing since she is not a sociable person. However, Dad thinks it will be better this way. After a few weeks, I gave birth to a baby girl and my brother and his wife decided to live with us. They are very supportive of us and we are now living comfortably and stress-free.
How unhygienic are you? Your dirty fingerprints are all over the glass. We don't need you here if you can't even do the dishes properly. Just because you're pregnant, you're shamelessly lying down, you lazy flab. Please, Alice, I'm in my last month. My back hurts and I can't get up. I'll do the dishes later. Not later. Do them right now. I'm gonna use this glass for drinking, you know. Whether you're a sea lion or a pig, who cares? In our time, we are scrubbing floors 5 minutes before giving birth. Don't act so spoiled. I apologize, but please wash it yourself. You are in your last month, so the baby could come anytime. You don't really need to be on bed rest, right? But the baby should stay in my belly for another week. They say it's a bit small. Huh? You're kidding, right? Why? I won't forgive you if you give birth to our precious heir so small and sickly. I expect a big, strong, and smart boy. It's not going well because of your narrow pelvis.
I'm sorry, but I want the baby to grow a bit more inside me. And, by the way, it's a girl.
A girl is out of the question. I won't believe it until it's born. Only a son and an heir will be recognized. Understood?
Josh is happy about it though.
If you had been a prettier and competent daughter-in-law, I would have taken good care of you. But because I got stuck with a failure like you, my peaceful retirement turned into a nightmare.
I apologize for everything. I'm causing you trouble, but please let me rest for a bit now. I strained my back from cleaning the whole house in the morning.
What are you talking about? There's still weeding to be done in the garden.
That's too much for me.
It's tougher over here. I took you in as a daughter-in-law because I thought you could be useful as a housekeeper. But you quickly got pregnant, complaining about morning sickness and back pain. You're absolutely useless. Not only that, but you laze around all day, eating your meals with enthusiasm. Just by being alive, you're a burden on this household. Do you understand that?
I can only apologize. I'm sorry.
Will apologizing make the dust and wheeze disappear? I don't think so. Get out of bed and do your job already.
Okay.
We'll have guests soon, so bake a cake and prepare drinks. Do the dishes and tidy up the kitchen. Also, we are out of coffee beans, so go buy some right away.
But
no buts. Say yes to everything you're told. Don't deny, don't talk back, got it?
yes.
If you understand, then move right away. If I were the daughter-in-law, I would have been up at 4 in the morning, finishing everything before being told. It's unbelievable that you can't initiate anything.
I'll do the best I can.
There are some unnecessary words in that line. Just do it, even if it's life-threatening. Got it? Are you still sleeping in your room? Go run 5 laps around the neighborhood starting now.
Excuse me?
I heard from our neighbor. These days, they say it's better to give birth small and let them grow big.
Well, that may be true, but in my case, the estimated weight hasn't even reached 6 pounds yet.
That's fine. Just keep it small. I can't wait any longer, so hurry up and give birth. Today would be perfect.
Even if you say that, it's not something I can do on my own terms.
You're so dumb. That's why I told you to run. It's not about whether you can or can't. It's about doing it. And while you're at it, go up and down the stairs 100 times in the apartment building.
If I did that, my back would be shattered. Even walking is a struggle, and my pelvic bone hurts pretty bad.
When I gave birth to Josh, I was perfectly fine. The pain is all in your head. Don't be such a crybaby.
I'm thinking of going for maternity massage now.
Huh? What's that?
It's a massage specifically for pregnant women.
How much does it cost? I'm asking how much. Spit it out.
$120.
Oh my God! Where did you get that kind of money?
Josh told me to go and gave it to me this morning.
Give it here.
My money?
Obviously. $120 for a massage? You can't be serious. Your ancestors' curses will rain down. I can't believe you spent George's hard-earned money on such a stupid thing. I absolutely won't allow it. But he gave it to me and I already made a reservation. You tell him you went for a massage and give the money to me. I can't do that. Are you refusing to comply? Okay. By the way, there was a rehearsal for the cultural festival at the church today. God bless you for your hard work. I collected everyone's costumes, so wash them now and make sure they're dry by tomorrow. All of them need to be hand-washed. They are delicate costumes, so no washing machine or dryer. What the? How many are there? 430 people. Oh my God, that's impossible. Are you talking back to me? I didn't mean to, but it's really tough for me. Please understand, I beg you. If you disobey me, I'll kick you out of this apartment. You should be thankful I'm keeping a worthless woman like you in the house. If you don't want to be kicked out, prove that you have some value as a housekeeper. This is so harsh. Please, Alice, I'm begging you. Just let me rest a little. Shut up. Just do as you are told without complaining. Is it true you went into labor? Yes, I'm at the hospital now. The contractions are still far apart, so it might take some time. In that case, come back for now. The dishes are piling up. And quickly clean the bathtub and toilet. I can't go back now. You're absolutely useless, aren't you? Can't even give birth promptly. I mean, the baby is also trying her best, so please wait a little. Am I expected to do the housework while you're away? I don't want to. My daughter-in-law's making me work. Who do you think you are? I apologize, but please take care of things. They say that people in some countries give birth and leave the hospital right away. You should come back too. My doctor thinks there may be a complication, so I'll probably be in the hospital for a week or so. Unbelievable! Come back today! I'll leave the laundry and dishes for you to take care of when you return. Do them right away. You won't even wash a single plate for me? Why should I? You really crack me up. Not even a single cup? I will not. Not even when I run out of cups to drink from. I'll just keep buying more cups and give you more work to do. I'll build a tower of dishes in the kitchen for you, so look forward to it. Sounds like fun. It's a blast. You're both my greatest amusement and the housekeeper. Consider it an honor. Thinking that I'll meet my little girl soon, I feel like I'm gaining courage. I wonder if she's giving me strength. I'm gonna be your mom soon, you know. What are you blubbering about? You don't need any exaggerated courage to give birth to a child, silly. Sure, giving birth is scary, but the courage I gained was for dealing with you. Oh, really? Did you summon the courage to stand up to me now? Yes. You're saying strange things. Enough of this. Just hurry up and give birth. You are in no position to keep me waiting. I'll keep you waiting until you die, and you'll probably go to hell. I assume you won't be able to get out of there, and you'll end up being the boss of hell. I can imagine you with devil's horn growing out of your head. What nonsense are you talking about, you trash? Just as I said, can't you even read, you old hag? What with your language? Who'd bother being polite to you? For Christ's sake, apologize right now. How dare you speak to me like that? Huh? When I lose my temper, my old habits come out. You're the one who made me angry in the first place. What a lousy upbringing. You must have been delinquent in your youth, weren't you? Damn right. And if that's the case, what about it? Does it bother you? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have let you marry Josh. Stop talking to your respectable mother-in-law like that. Do you know what would happen if you went against me? Respectable mother-in-law? That's hilarious. Just because I had obediently listened to you, you got so full of yourself. I was just educating you to be a good wife. It wasn't education. It was just bullying. How dare you? Shut up, bully. Maybe you're not the boss of hell, but more like a shirk. In that case, it's no wonder you can't read or understand a word I say. Unacceptable. How dare you talk back to me like this? Oh, well, I'll never forgive you. And then what? I'll have you guys divorced. Sure, and then? I'll kick you out of this apartment. Are you done writing? I was so bored I started picking my ear. You know, the sharks at the aquarium are more entertaining than this. My blood pressure is about to skyrocket. I might collapse from anger. Hooray! Good news! Collapse already! Want me to help you raise it even more? You! Don't come back here after giving birth. Oh, really? I'll change the locks and throw away all your stuff. From today, this place belongs to me and Josh. Isn't the right response. I'm telling you that you won't have a home to return to. If I tell you to leave, Josh will follow suit. You should wander the street with your child for all I care. If it's not the son and heir, we don't need you. You're nothing but trash that pollutes our home. Get out! If I go by that logic, then it's you who should leave. Huh? Did the labor pains damage your brain cells or something? You're making my contractions go away. They're gonna induce labor if things don't progress soon. It's your fault. I don't give a hoot about a homeless woman. Next time, I'll have Josh marry a young girl and have beautiful grandchildren. Hurry up and give birth, then get out. Like I said, you're the one who's leaving, right? What are you even talking about? You're really brainless. I'll say it again and again. You, a wretched, trashy, slimy hag, get the heck out of the apartment. You filthy garbage, as you're the one polluting our home. Trash and slime, you say? I've never been told something so cruel in my life. What a vulgar woman you are. What right do you have to say such a thing to me? Josh is paying the rent. You're the one who should leave. Rent? Exactly. Josh is paying for you to eat and live here. Remember, I'm the one who gave birth to him. Defying me is the same as defying him. What are you blabbering about, old woman? Have you finally lost your marbles? How dare you say that? Listen up. That apartment is mine. It has always belonged to me. He didn't pay a penny for it. What? What a lie! There's no way a woman like you owns a property. You, as a housewife, can't possibly have that kind of money. I used to work in real estate and was at the top of my game, you know. Seriously? I was so engrossed in work that I had no time for dating. I thought I'd just buy a condo and live on my own. But then I met Josh and it changed. I found someone to live my life with. This place is yours? Josh never had to pay rent or mortgage. The whole place was bought by me at a lump sum. It's my castle. I asked him to move in. I thought he was renting it. So, it's you who's living as a freeloader. The one who should leave is you. After your husband passed away and your eldest son's family moved overseas for work, Josh said you are lonely, so reluctantly let you stay here for a while. But I can't take it anymore. Trashy, slimy old hag, just go back to your own home already. I've already sold my old house. What? You sold it? Well, was it the plan to lend it to relatives until Alex's family returned from overseas? That was the intention, but there were financial issues. Wait, so where are they gonna live when they come back? Does Alex and Josh even know about this? Selling the house without telling them is no joke. How about us and his family? The 7 of us all live together. You're really losing your marbles, aren't you? You're talking nonsense. How can 7 people fit in a 3-bedroom apartment? And we are adding 1 more to that account. It's not impossible. You're too dumb. You know, my social security wasn't enough to go to the theaters and enjoy fancy meals. I had nothing else that could fetch a good price except for the house. Selling the house just for entertainment money? Your intelligence is way below that of sharks. It's actually insulting for them to compare you to. What are you gonna do? You need to pay rent for apartment now. No, are you really gonna kick me out? Of course. Well, maybe around $800 a month for a walk-up studio apartment way out of the city. No way! I can't live in a place like that! You can cut down on food expenses. You used to call me a sea lion, but you've gained quite a bit of weight yourself, you know. It could be perfect for your diet. Cheap rent places are usually far from public transport and shops, so good exercise, right? Oh no! Does that mean no more fancy lunches in the city? You probably won't be able to afford them. Remember, I will never forget the bitterness in the past. I know I messed up. I'm truly remorseful. I'm sorry, so please just don't kick me out. Sorry doesn't cut it. How are you gonna show it? I'll wash my own cup. Big deal. I'll do whatever you say. You can treat me like a housekeeper if you want. Don't need a useless one like you. Someone who can't even handle housework, just eats and sleeps like you, is a liability just by being at home. Don't say that, please. More importantly, about your old house, the ownership might have been your name, but Alex had a plan to renovate it and make it a 2-family home when he came back. I wonder how he would feel when he comes back and finds the house gone. Is that so? What should I do? He'll be angry. You might end up estranged. Oh no! By the way, I showed our chat history to Josh. Uh-oh. He apologized for making me endure so much. He has also agreed to kick you out of our home. From now on, the 3 of us, he, our daughter, and I will live a cleansed life without trash like you. I apologize, so please forgive me. I'm heading to the hospital now. I'll hold your hand while you give birth. Don't. My baby won't come out for sure. Don't say that. You have exactly 1 week until my discharge. Use that time to pack your things and leave. You're joking, right? You still have the money from selling the house, right? Stay in a hotel for a while, find a new place, and live on your own. Listen, Charlotte, you're not really that cold-hearted, are you? I know you're angry right now, but with time, you'll reconsider, won't you? Let's talk it out later, okay? Time? Right. How many hours do you think I've endured your torment? When I think about all those hours, there's no way I could forgive you even after decades. Then, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I'm busy having a baby. Figure it out yourself. I'm so unsettled. I'm incredibly anxious. Since it might be the last time, go have a nice lunch in the city or something. You're right. I'll do that. As a final memory, I'll go and enjoy that. Old hag, you don't get my joke, huh? I pity the food you're going to eat. You should be the shark bait. You're so nasty now. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Don't even think about seeing your grandchild. If you dare show your face, I'll seriously smack you. Oh dear, I'm frightened. Do you really mean it? Oops, contractions are coming. Don't have time to deal with you. Wait, Charlotte. Oh, right. What? Give me back $120. I gave birth to a healthy baby girl. We named her Anna. I didn't realize such a precious presence existed in this world. I'm incredibly happy. Josh is also smitten and seems like he'll become a sweet dad. Oh, by the way, you must be curious about Alice, right? Well, after my brother-in-law, Alex, found out about the house, he scolded her severely and cut ties with her. I think his wife is relieved now because she was bothered by her bullying as much as I was. She's now living in a walk-up studio apartment, getting by on a modest social security. Occasionally, Josh goes to check on her. I give him some provisions to take to her each time. People around me are upset with my leniency and tell me I don't need to do such things. But she's still Josh's mother. Please allow me to do at least that much.
Chelsea? Reply! Hey! 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 Come on, hey! What is it? Finally, you answered. Can I talk to you now? I can't. I'm busy. Well then... Wait a minute. It'll be over soon. Your over soon is always pain in the ass story. Just listen to me. Our father-in-law's funeral was over yesterday, so you can take it easy now, can't you? No, I can't. Things are still very hectic. Not only me, but all the relatives are busy. You're the only one taking it easy. Ha ha! So, now that our father-in-law is finally gone, you'll give us that house and land you lived in with them, right? Huh? I decided the distribution of his inheritance on my own. We'll take the house and the land. Is that okay with you? Not okay at all. Why not? My husband is the eldest son. It's too big for you and your husband to live in. It's not for me to say. But my husband, the eldest son of the family, wants it. You have to give it to him, right? Milton, You aren't just saying this on your own. Milton is. Yes, Milton says so. He's the eldest son, so it's only natural, right? Huh? I thought Milton was at least a little better. I knew it. You are a couple with no brains. What do you mean I knew it? The land and the house are in our father-in-law's name, and what to do with it is for your husband and Hank to decide. You're so uptight. All you have to do is say, I'm giving the house and land to my brother-in-law and his wife. You're persistent, aren't you? Besides, I don't want to give the house and the land left by my father-in-law and his wife to people who haven't done a good job of taking care of their family. Even now, you're kicking back, hiding from the post-funeral chaos. You're so tight-assed. How can you call someone tight-assed when you don't even know them? Before he died, our father-in-law used to say that he couldn't have a conversation with you guys. Was that? I am Chelsea. I've been running my father-in-law's company with my husband, Hank. My mother-in-law passed away a few years ago, and my father-in-law has been in nursing care since his health deteriorated this year, and he passed away the other day. By the way, this brother and sister-in-law, although they come to us when they are in need of money, have never tried to help us in any way, either in caring for my in-laws or in the work because they think we are stupid. However, as soon as my father-in-law passed away, my brother-in-law and his wife came to me and demanded that I give them the house and the land. Even though he's an in-law, I feel so much better now that that parent is gone. Really? You were such a nuisance, so he was very strict with you. He wanted you to learn English properly. What the hell? I'm American! What? You mean your native language is English? I thought it wasn't, since you're so hard to communicate with. You've got to be kidding me. You people have no common sense. What? I went all the way out there for the funeral. I was tired, exhausted, and not even one thank you. Oh, thanks. You've got to be kidding me. Milton said so too. He said you two are really useless. I'm embarrassed to be praised by the number 1 and number 2 ranked pieces of trash in the world. I'm very honored. Huh? Oh, honored. It's pronounced honored. It means to be recognized by an amazing person. You've learned another English word. I'm glad you're getting smarter. Shut up! I know that much. You didn't help us with your father-in-law's funeral. Not even an inch, did you? Trashiana. It's Juliana. Milton said it's too much trouble. The eldest son and his wife are supposed to stand tall at times like this. At least at times like this, please follow the rules of the normal human world. People are watching. If they find out you're not human, you'll be in big trouble. I won't forget that. My husband Hank did everything from the funeral preparations to the formalities, you know. It's the younger brother and his wife's job to make things easy for older brother and his wife. That's common practice, isn't it? You should be rather honored to be working for us. Oh, you used the word you just learned, honored, right away. You're so good at reviewing. Don't be silly. That's my line. You made us do everything and you acted like it's a matter of course. After the funeral, you just ate some food and went home. They are your relatives, so don't you think you should wait till everybody has gone home? Isn't it a question of whether or not you feel that way? Isn't that right, Trashiana? What's the matter with you? Don't you dare change my name to Trash. I was just expressing my true feelings, so don't worry about it. You really piss me off. In the first place, Milton didn't do anything, so Hank became a pallbearer, right? I couldn't even discuss with Milton whether he would be a pallbearer or not. If you are the eldest son, shouldn't you at least be a pallbearer? You're so bitchy. You lived and worked with our father-in-law. We did the same thing with our mother-in-law. I don't remember that. It doesn't matter who the mourners are. Also, you guys made fun of the business your father-in-law started, didn't you? Because he wasn't making any money at all. So you're poor and have no time to spare. I mean, it's like, thank you for working so hard, you know. I can't stand to see people so miserable. Which one of us is poor? He has never received any money back after begging for it. That was a favor from our father-in-law. I remember it was a loan. When you lend it to someone, you say you intend to give it to them. You also took out the condolence money without permission and took it home, didn't you? About $7,000? That's no surprise. Milton is the eldest son. He wasn't even a mourner. So it doesn't matter if he's a mourner or not. He's the eldest son. So you abandoned the funeral preparations and the cleanup? We took a plane to go there, stayed at a hotel, and paid for it. Huh? You're too stupid to talk to. Watch the tone. You're the second son's wife. You should know better. You're the one who should know better. Huh? What you're doing is just stealing money. Shut up, ugly! Have you finally become so bad-mouthed that all you can say is bad words that don't have anything to do with anything? You'd better learn more English. Just return the money. Do you perhaps not know the word thief? I'm not a thief. We are the eldest couple, so it's only natural that we have the right to receive it. We traveled a long way for you, so it's also in lieu of travel expenses. So this is money we should receive. How can you think like that? I'm never going to return it. Okay. And I'll take the land and the house too. Take care of the formalities. Chelsea, when are you going to give it to me? If you want me to sign a contract or something, I'll come to you on my own dime. Huh? What are you talking about? The house and land. I won't sign it. Hank contacted you, didn't he? You're really inflexible, Chelsea, you know that? That Hank too, though. Trashiana and Trashton are greedy thieves with flexible minds. I respect that. After all, to do bad things, you need bad ideas, don't you? Those of us who live honestly are amazed at the thought process of greedy thieves. I'm not greedy, and stop calling me trash. I'm just saying we're the eldest and we have a natural right to it. It's because you heard about the redevelopment of this area anyway, and you found out that the price of land has gone up, didn't you? Huh? I didn't know. Don't lie to me like that. You have good ideas, but you're not a good liar. What are you talking about? I really didn't know. Up to now, you've complained to me about the house and the land, that it's in the middle of nowhere, that it's dirty, that it's a real estate problem. You've said a lot of things about the house and the land you didn't like. That's why I'm taking it for you. Families have to help each other. Talk in your sleep when you're sleeping. Are you an idiot? That's terrible! I don't want anything to do with the people who disrespected my father-in-law and mother-in-law and left us to take care of them. I mean, don't you guys know? Know what? That both your father-in-law and mother-in-law were going into a lot of debt behind your back, you know? Oh, debt? They were both working. So what does that say about them as parents? Milton was also appalled. Apart from a wife's point of view, that's too stupid. We'll take the house and the land. All you get is the debt. I told you that you're the one who's stupid. That debt is all for you too. What? Milton's tuition for college. Yours and Milton's wedding and honeymoon expenses. Your living expenses. Milton had his father pay for his new car, and he borrowed money to pay for it all. Huh? Seriously? And do you know who he owed the money to? Huh? Isn't it usually a bank or something? Nope. It's a consumer loan company with a strict collection policy. Right after he borrowed the money, your father-in-law got sick, so he was in a pinch because he couldn't pay it back. So, Hank and I worked hard to repay the debt. My father-in-law apologized to us on more than one occasion. Oh, that's great that you got rid of the debt. So you'll give us the house and land. So I'll charge you and your husband the entire amount of the debt. Huh? I have all the IOUs from that time. So far, it's about $180,000. 180? Also, in our father-in-law's will, it states that all of his property, including the land and the house, will be given to us. Huh? Huh? Didn't you hear that? I didn't hear it. It says that the eldest son and his wife, who have continuously insulted me, my wife, Hank, and Chelsea, will not inherit anything. I can't believe you didn't read such an important will. Come to think of it, you didn't make any funeral arrangements and didn't seem to be interested in it. That's true too. That's a lie! So please don't contact me except to discuss debt repayment. Shut up! You are going to give me the house and land. What are you talking about when it's not yours? You're an idiot after all. I'll refer you to a psychotherapist, okay? Stop changing the conversation. It's impossible for the eldest son to get zero inheritance. We'll go to court for what the eldest son gets. Well, then the numerous abusive comments you guys made to us and my parents-in-law will also come to light. If you're okay with that, then let's go to court. What? Oh, but if we do that, you'll lose your inheritance in one shot. So that would be a quicker way to settle the matter. I realized that it would be less stress for me too. I can avoid all the inconvenience. Well then, with that in mind, I'll see you in court. Wait a minute! What? Let's not go to court. Then your father's inheritance won't go to you, okay? That's no good! Please! I don't care what it is. Just divide it up, even if it's just a corner piece of land. No. If I don't get my inheritance, I'm in trouble. Please! Oh, did you think the redevelopment would raise the price of the land, so you bought a car or something? Why do you know that? I heard it from a relative who helped me with the reception at the funeral. They were bragging loudly so everyone knows. Then you know, don't you? I don't understand. Why don't you just get rid of it? I can't do that. I like it, and so does Milton. And you're so stupid you go shopping with money you haven't even received yet. I have no sympathy for you. And since you haven't given me any response, I've contacted the police. The police? Why? Because you didn't return the $7,000 in condolence money. I'm sure a police officer will visit you soon, so please don't run away. Wait a minute! You can't arrest your brother-in-law and his wife. You guys are lower in status than us and don't have that kind of authority. I'm getting tired of talking to an idiot, so I'm not going to bother replying. Don't call me an idiot! If you want to make excuses, the police will listen to you. I'm not the police, so I don't have the authority to arrest you. The officer will arrest you for me. I'm sorry! Please forgive me! I spent the condolence money, so it's gone. Not my problem. You better go make some money or borrow it. I can't! It's terrible! The police and such! Do something! I've been taking care of our mother and father-in-law. I don't care if you couldn't help them because you lived too far away. But don't think I would help the people who have been cursing me, making fun of me, and trampling on my mental health. Please reflect in your cells. I have reflected on it. Now that I'm sorry, just lend me the money to pay you back this month. I'll block you. Even if it's only $500. Please, please give me the money. So they received a visit from police and were taken to the police station just like that. They sold their household goods and cars to pay off the debt, but it still wasn't enough, so they eventually had their wages seized. On the other hand, Hank and Chelsea, who inherited the house and land, are running the company left by their father-in-law, gradually increasing sales. Milton and Juliana had divorced in no time. It seems that Milton and Juliana have sent Hank and Chelsea several messages asking them for money, but were blocked and are still unaware of it.
Where the hell are you? Don't ignore me. Hey, answer me in the next 30 seconds. Yes? What took you so long to reply? Where are you? Don't tell me you're home. I'm at home. What's wrong? Home? Why? I've been calling you. Why can't you pick me up right away? I mean, what the hell were you doing? Why are you still at home? Come pick me up at the station as soon as you can. I really can't understand you. Did you say what's wrong? That's my line. What's wrong with you that you haven't picked me up yet? I'm sorry. I'm a little sick. I was just lying down. You were lying down? Don't tell me you were sleeping. I was. No way. I can't believe you slept through your husband's phone call. It's past time to pick me up, you know? I'm already at the station. I see. I see? Come pick me up as soon as possible. Your husband is waiting for you. Can't you understand that? As a wife, you should be at the station before the husband arrives. Why can't you do such a normal thing? Sorry, I can't make it today. I'm really sick. When I stand up, I feel dizzy and nauseous. I can't drive like this. If I have an accident, I'll be in big trouble. It's not that big of a deal. You're overreacting, you know? I'm not overreacting. I feel like throwing up when I stand up. Well, you said I feel like throwing up, but that doesn't mean you actually throw up. Well, not yet. But if I move, I really do feel like I'm gonna throw up. Not just driving, even going to the bathroom is so hard for me. Stop talking nonsense and come get me. As a wife, you're supposed to do everything for your husband, no matter if you throw up or have a fever. I'm sorry, but please take the bus to come home today. Bus? Why do I have to take bus? Why should I have to pay for the bus when you're at home just relaxing? How can you say that when you're a housewife and don't even make enough money to pay for the bus? You're only useful for picking me up, so get your ass over here. Don't tell me you're lying and having an affair right now. Are you serious? I'm really not feeling well. If you don't want to take the bus, walk home. It's not more than a 10-minute walk. Why don't you think about it as workout? I don't want to. I'm the one who's feeling not well now. I'm so pissed off and I feel nauseous. You want me to walk? A husband who works so hard? What the hell are you thinking? You have failed as a wife. Look, it's going to rain soon. Come quick or I will divorce you. Hurry up. Fine. Now you can come? Why can't you do that in the first place? Why are you causing trouble for me? Hey, are you there yet? Hurry up. Hey, answer me. Don't ignore me. Sorry, I was about to leave the house, but I still can't seem to get up. I've been waiting so long. Come on, I'm your husband. Do you understand that? Or are you really having an affair? Are you taking time on purpose to hide the evidence of cheating? No way. If you don't want to walk or take the bus, then take a cab home. I'll pay you if you want.
I don't want to. It's too short distance to take a cab. I would just annoy the driver. You don't care if your husband feels bad like this. Don't you have any compassion? You say you pay, but that's money I earned. Don't tell me what to do.
I really don't feel well. Aren't you worried about my body?
You've been home all day. What's wrong with you? You just want to be lazy. I work all day. Which do you think is harder?
I'm not lazy. As a housewife, I always do all the housework. I don't know which is harder, housework or work. You can't compare them.
No, it's obviously harder to work. Can't you even understand that? That's why you're useless. You're not smart enough, and you're not being very helpful. Listen, a housewife is supposed to do the housework. It's just like breathing. Do you say it's hard for you to breathe? Don't you realize you're talking nonsense?
What's with that reasoning?
Shut up. All you have to do is listen to me. If you complain any longer, I will divorce you. Do you understand?
Understood. Just hold on. In the end, I drove to pick him up. It was a miracle that I did not have an accident. The next day, my condition continued to worsen and I was unable to contact him, so I went to the hospital.
Yo, are you serious? It's too much. You kept your husband waiting 2 days in a row. Where are you?
I'm at the hospital. That's why I wasn't able to reply to you.
Hospital? Why?
I told you I've been sick since yesterday. I can barely stand and I've been nauseous. And you wouldn't let me get any rest. Now they put an IV in me and I'm finally feeling better.
If you are feeling better, it wasn't a big deal, was it? You're really overreacting. I mean, are you really in hospital? Maybe you are having an affair right now. Are you at your boyfriend's house or in the hotel?
Stop talking nonsense.
Nonsense? What nonsense? How could you talk like that to your husband? Who feeds you? You're wasting your money on a hospital for nothing.
What's a waste of money? Are you seriously saying that? Did you say I'm not even worth the money to go to the hospital?
That's right. Your hospital bills are a waste of money. You're really a useless wife. Wasting your husband's money like that? If you do the same thing again, I will divorce you. I don't give a shit about that, you know? If you're not cheating on me, then come get me as soon as possible. If you can go to the hospital by yourself, you're fine. You're really overreacting. What time can you be here? If you are in the hospital, maybe 5 minutes? Just hurry up.
Once again, I had no choice but to follow his order. I immediately asked the nurse to remove the IV and went to pick him up. Then, it made me realize that my body would break down if I kept doing this. So, I prepared to get my freedom again.
Hey, come on. How many times do I have to tell you? Why didn't you pick me up again? Answer me. I knew you were cheating on me. I'm divorcing you.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir? Shut up. Come on. Why aren't you here to pick me up? Are you pretending to be sick again?
Pretending to be sick?
Or are you cheating on me?
Here we go again and again. Oh, come on. You look like an idiot.
Hey, did you just call me an idiot?
Yes, I did. It's in the message, isn't it? Can't you even read anymore?
Huh? Who are you calling stupid?
Obviously, I said that to you. Who else? How could it be anyone else? Why can't you think before you ask a stupid question?
Who the hell do you think you are? Do you think you can just say that and get away with it?
What's it gonna be?
You don't seem to know how to talk to me. Anyway, come and get me as soon as you can. I will give you a long lecture when we get home.
If you keep doing this, we're really going to get a divorce. I understand. Good. Then come and get me as soon as you can. I'll give you 5 minutes. No, that's not what I meant. What? Don't give me excuses. Just get here. How long are you going to make your husband wait? I'm tired from work. If you don't get here soon, I'll divorce you. I understand. I won't go. What are you talking about? What do you mean you won't come? Don't you realize you're contradicting yourself? If you keep talking nonsense, you're gonna get a real divorce. I told you I understand. Understood? You mean I'm sorry, right? You really are an idiot. Which one of us is the idiot? You're the one who's not thinking straight. I said I'm divorcing you as you wish. Divorcing me? What? I meant what I said. You said you would divorce me? So, I said I understood. I would do what you asked. Huh? Do you even know what divorce means? I know exactly what it means. I'm divorcing you. I'm not coming for you anymore. I can't believe you were really cheating on me. How could you think like that? You're such an idiot. You called me an idiot again? Did you? I did. So what? What's wrong with calling you like that? You're an idiot. Do you have a fever? Yeah, I had a fever. I've been telling you that I don't feel good recently, but you never asked me how I felt, no matter how sick I was. Instead, you've been asking me to pick you up, clean the house, do laundry, and feed you. Yeah, of course. You're a housewife. It's a housewife's duty. You're supposed to be willing to do anything for your husband 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's a housewife's job to serve the husband who's tired from working. I used to do my best when my body was fine. I was trying to relieve your fatigue as much as I could. Even with that in mind, there were still times when I was not feeling well. But even then, you made me drive to pick you up. That's your duty. It was so dangerous to drive me like that. After all, you were fine. It's just coincidence, or I just got lucky. My head was spinning. I could have had an accident anywhere. I could have been in serious trouble because you forced me to pick you up. What are you overreacting again? Going to the train station is not that far. Yes, it's not that far, but you made me pick you up from the station every day. Of course, I'm tired from work. Anyway, I don't care about this nonsense. Just pick me up early. I told you I'm not going. Besides, I'm at my parents' house. It would take me 3 hours to pick you up from here. I think it would be wiser to walk home in 10 minutes instead of waiting 3 hours. What are you doing there? You didn't tell me you're going to your parents' house. If I told you, you'd complain again. I left because I was feeling better and could drive long distances. I've been waiting for the fever to break. It took a while though, because of you. What do you mean? You can't just go home to your parents without telling your husband. Why are you doing this now? Oh, I get it. You were cheating on me, right? You're telling me you're going to your parents, but you're really at your boyfriend's house. Don't be ridiculous. You really don't get it, do you? I explained how I feel and you still don't understand why I left home. The way you talk to me is wrong. Explain it to me well so I can understand. I thought you would kill me if I stay with you. What are you talking about? You're overreacting again. I'm not overreacting. You don't even let me rest when I'm sick. I've been working like a nanny day in and day out. And on top of that, you say the food I cook tastes bad. That's the truth. The food tastes terrible these days. You should be thanking me for putting up with it. I had a fever. I couldn't even taste the food. And yet, you're just being lazy on the couch doing nothing. Of course, I'm your husband. I don't do chores. When you noticed the food tastes different, you just cursed me and didn't worry about me. I was so miserable and pathetic that I cried while cooking. I wonder why I was working so hard for someone like you.
That's the duty of a housewife, isn't it?
So, I decided to stop being a housewife. I'm getting a divorce, just like you wanted.
I actually didn't want to get a divorce.
You're always saying that. Every time something happens, you say we're getting a divorce. So I'm going to do what you want. You'll be happy with that.
No. You can't do that. What about the house? Laundry, cleaning, and what about my food?
You're on your own. You're not a child.
I can't do it. I've never done it before.
You're right. You never help me on your days off. You just lay around and sleep. Nowadays, even kids help out. But you just sit around and complain from time to time. I always go to the grocery by myself and carry heavy things from the car by myself.
I would have helped you if you asked me.
I have asked you many times. But all you do is make excuses about how tired you are.
I can't help it. I'm really tired from work.
Tired? When you're doing nothing at the house?
I'm tired from my daily work. You can blame me for being lazy on my day off sometimes.
Sometimes? No way! You are being like that every day.
That's because I'm tired from my daily work.
You didn't even let me rest when I was tired. I'm tired of your excuses. I'm sick of it. So, I'm divorcing you. You always wanted that, right? Every time something happens, you say we're getting a divorce. I will do exactly what you said.
No, I don't want a divorce.
But you told me you wanted to get a divorce so many times.
First of all, if we get divorced, who's going to pick me up from the station?
I don't know. Why don't you just take the bus? Or you can walk?
I don't want to.
I already prepared the divorce papers and left them at home. Please submit them.
I don't want to.
Justin was very reluctant to get a divorce, but I stayed at home with my parents. Just as I was about to move forward with the divorce, I received a call from Justin.
Katie?
What?
When are you coming home?
I'm not coming home. Can you hurry up and file the divorce papers?
I don't want to. If you keep staying at your parents' house, you're causing so much trouble to your parents. Come home soon.
I actually started working.
Why?
I thought since I was staying with my parents, I should at least contribute money for the house.
Then why don't you just come home? You don't have to work so hard. With what I earn, you don't have to work.
I'm not forcing myself. I'm fine. At least it's a lot more fun than compared to when I was at your place.
I can't clean the house.
Of course you can't.
I can do without Katie.
It's too late. I've started working. I don't need you. If you really can do housework, why don't you hire a housekeeper?
Please, come back.
I don't want to.
You don't have to pick me up anymore. I will walk home. I'll go to the grocery with you. I will say the food isn't good.
It's too late for that now.
If you don't feel well, you can stay in bed.
Yeah, of course. I told my parents what happened, and they are supporting me to get a divorce. So I'm seriously doing it. I won't change my mind, no matter what you say.
Please, reconsider. If you want, I'll come get you now.
What? I thought it was the wife's duty to pick up. But I won't be your wife anymore, so it doesn't matter. Goodbye.
Katie, wait. Please take care of me.
Justin did not want to get a divorce and did not agree to divorce very easily. In the end, Justin's parents heard what happened and they were so disgusted with Justin's attitude. With the help of his parents, I finally succeed in getting him to sign the divorce papers. Justin's parents apologized to me repeatedly. I became a licensed caregiver and I am working hard every day. The people who use the service always appreciate what I do and it is very rewarding. Unlike my housework at home, where I was not rewarded, I feel fulfilled every day. And after 3 years, I have met someone new, and soon I will be truly happy.
Don't come back until you're sorry. Go outside and cool off. Got it?
Huh? I don't get it. You're the one who should be sorry.
What's with that tone? What are you going to do? Take the kids and leave? That's a stupid thing to do. Who do you think you owe your livelihood to?
You said that last week too, but I do all the cooking, laundry, cleaning, and all the other chores that keep the house running. The kids won't grow up if you just drink.
Huh? I'm the one who works and feeds you guys. You can't even buy food for the kids without me. You're just something I let stay here.
I was working part-time too. Besides, you can't just live on money. You know that, don't you? Or are you drunk already?
I haven't had a drink yet.
I left because you said you would be fine without me. You can live on your own, can't you?
Of course I can. Anyone can do what you do. Why couldn't I?
Then it's okay, right? Even if I'm not there? I'll take care of the money myself. I'll make a living over here.
Oh, so that's what you're talking about, is it? I'm talking about your irresponsibility. You're even taking the kids with you. You lack judgment in being a good parent.
There's no way I'd leave my 2 elementary school kids with an alcoholic who just drinks every day and doesn't take care of them. We are very comfortable here because we don't have people who get drunk and go on rampages. The kids are smiling more than before, and they're having a good time.
And now I'm back to my comfortable life without the money grubbers.
I see. That's good. Why did you bother to call me? Because if you don't start treatment for alcoholism, we're not coming back.
It's almost the end of winter break at the elementary school. Don't be irresponsible, just send Robin back.
Huh? I just told you that you can't take care of 2 elementary school kids.
So, just send Robin.
What? What about Kendall?
Kendall is fine. I don't need him. You take him. Robin is in the 4th grade. She can take care of herself, right? Teach her a few things about housework so she can take care of me, then bring her back here. I want her back by the end of the week. I have a lot of cleaning and laundry to do. Robin's a woman too. She should at least do the housework.
Are you kidding me? You just said you can take care of yourself. Now you want me to send Robin to you as a housekeeper.
You take care of Kendall and I'll take care of Robin. Then we can be like relatives. How about that? That way you don't have to come back.
That's a big no. We said we'd each live on our own. I'm not going back to you, and neither are the kids.
If you want a divorce, I'll agree to it. But you have to give me Robin. That's the condition of the divorce, okay? You've got 2 days to teach her. And work on her cooking. Otherwise, I won't take care of her. If you want me to feed you, you have to do the housework. I don't care if you're a kid or not.
You've got to be kidding me. You can take care of yourself. I mean, didn't you say you can do it all yourself? You want Robin to do the cleaning and laundry. She's not your housekeeper. You're an adult. Besides, you're not planning to take care of Robin. You're asking Robin to take care of you. I'm not going to take care of you, and neither are the kids. All this time, I was thinking I'd come home if you'd consider getting treatment for alcoholism. But now my eyes are wide open.
You're a very bossy woman, aren't you?
Please divorce me. I don't want to know you. And go through a lawyer.
What? There's no way you can do that all of a sudden. Who do you think you owe your life to?
You were able to make a living thanks to me. You can't do housework or anything. You can't even keep the house without me. I worked part-time and helped with the finances, but you didn't help me with the housework or taking care of the children. All you did was drink and act out.
I can do the housework on my own. I just let you do it so you wouldn't get spoiled.
So now you think you can do it by yourself?
Of course I can. Until Robin comes, of course I can do it.
I went back to your place today.
What? What did you feel like you were sorry? If you're sorry, come home right away. Even if it's just Robin, bring her home.
I can't do that after what I saw. The door was left unlocked. The house was in ruins. What part of that could possibly be you doing it by yourself?
It's just a coincidence. I had a drink yesterday and went straight to work this morning, so I didn't have time to clean up.
There's a strange smell. The TV and air conditioner were left on, and there were plastic bottles and jars all over the place. I'd like to know how you can make such a mess.
Shut up, it's none of your business.
Yes, you're right. It's none of my business anymore. We're divorced.
What?
I took pictures. I went to your parents for advice. The whole family likes to drink. They didn't understand, but when I showed them the pictures, they finally understood. That you're an alcoholic. I've contacted them several times since we separated, but they didn't believe me, all because you've been spouting out all kinds of nonsense.
I'm not an alcoholic.
But eventually they apologized.
What do you mean?
The pictures on the wall you broke during your drunken rampage, and the empty booze cans and bottles scattered around the living room. And today I found where you had an accident, so I took a picture of it and showed it to your parents.
I was going to clean that stuff up. Don't meddle in my business.
You've got to be kidding me if you think I'm going to let Robin take care of a dad like that from now on. So anyway, they apologized. They said they would find a way to cure your alcoholism.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I never agreed to a divorce.
You said you were going to do it. Well, I don't care what you say. It's already done.
It's a document forgery.
No, it's not. You had me write divorce papers the last time you drank and threw a tantrum. I served them to you.
That's not fair. But the divorce is conditional on you giving me Robin. Give her to me.
Shut up. Robin doesn't want to stay with you. I'll transfer her to a different elementary school, so leave her alone. I'll get a lawyer and ask for alimony and child support, but no more direct contact. I don't want to talk to you anymore either.
Don't say that. We've been together for 10 years.
You were a sweet daddy when you weren't drinking. These days, you're drunk almost all the time. You don't try to make things better, and you think I'm a housekeeper who brings in money.
That's not true. I don't want a divorce, please. It's not good for our image.
That's why the divorce is already final, LOL. I think it's worse for our image with a husband who's an alcoholic and goes crazy at night. Whatever, but the neighbors have already noticed.
What?
You're an elite employee of a prestigious company and you're out of control at night, destroying things. I'm sure they've heard the noise. The neighbors were already talking about it before I left.
You're kidding, right? That's what they're saying? Do something about it, please.
I don't know. I don't want anything to do with anyone who tries to treat not only me, but also my daughter like a housekeeper. If you have the money, why don't you hire a housekeeper?
What about the mortgage on the house? Are you going to buy it out?
There's no way I'm buying it. Besides, a house with a hole in the wall is not going to get a buyer unless you fix it up. You got drunk and punched a hole in the wall. You'll have to take care of it yourself. It's none of my business.
You're abandoning me? I've taken care of you.
Took care of me? I'm the one who took care of you.
I'm the one who's been providing for you.
Your money went to loans, insurance, savings, and we've been living mostly on my salary. Maybe you didn't know that. I'll be alone from now on, so I can live on my own as I please, right? You said so yourself. You said you were living a comfortable life now that the money grabbers were gone.
I didn't mean it. I don't think that way now. I'll consider treatment for alcoholism, so cancel the divorce.
I can't do that.
Then remarry.
I can't do that either.
Don't say that. You're all I've got. I love my family. Why can't you understand that?
And you're still drinking, aren't you?
How do you know? You set up the camera. Where is it?
Because you suddenly changed your tone. You always start out so nice and then you start acting up. This time, there is no one around for you to hit if you go on a rampage. So why don't you get drunk in the comfort of your own home and wreck the house all you want? By the way, your parents will be there soon. Be careful not to hit them. Punching a wall and punching a person are two different crimes, you know? See you later, alcoholic asshole. As soon as Jenny blocked Aaron, Aaron's parents arrived at his home. There, they witnessed their own son acting crazy and tried to stop him, but he injured his mother. Aaron's father was furious and turned him into the police. Of course, there was no case, but it worked out in her favor and Jenny was able to get alimony and custody without difficulty. And then it seems the case was leaked out from somewhere, and he was fired from his job. He is now working under the supervision of his parents to earn child support while undergoing treatment for alcoholism. She has no intention of letting her children see him until the treatment starts to work. Hi Mom, it's Julia. Long time no see. Oh no, not Julia. The slow-witted one. I can't believe you contacted me. That's unusual. What do you want? I want to ask you something. Make it quick, please. You came to my apartment yesterday, right? I don't know how you got my current address, but I was wondering what that letter in the mailbox with no stamp and postmark meant. Oh, you finally saw it. That's the one I put in the mailbox 2 days ago. You took too long to look at it. You're still slow, aren't you? I was on a business trip. I just got back. Oh, you're going on a business trip. I wondered what kind of bottom line job you were doing. If you have to go on business trips, does that mean you're in a good company? Well, I doubt a big company would hire you, though. I don't think there's a bottom line for any job. I'm in sales, so I travel a lot. Oh yeah, well, whatever. I don't need to know what you do. So, did you read the letter? I did, but there were divorce papers enclosed. What's that? If you read it, you'd know. You get a divorce and get the hell out of that house. And give your husband to Haven. What do you mean? You've always loved Haven, your own daughter. You've always turned a cold shoulder to me, your stepdaughter. But that doesn't mean I have to give up my husband to my stepsister. How do you think that would even happen? Haven told me that she saw you and a guy who was exactly her type walking together while out on a date. What? She followed you to see what was going on, and she said you went into a house together. She followed us? Of course. She said she asked the neighbors and found out that you were a married couple. Why are you so obsessed with me? I thought all you wanted was Haven. That's right. I don't want you, ugly girl. You ran away from home 7 years ago and never came back. Even though it was a coincidence, Haven finally found you, but I never thought that you would be married. And with a man of Haven's type before Haven did. This is just a dig at the beautiful and cute Haven, isn't it? I don't know what Haven's type of man is. You're reading too much into it, Mom. Anyway, Haven likes your husband. If you feel bad about getting married before that beautiful girl, then get a divorce and give him to her. Just because Haven isn't married yet doesn't mean you have to show off. Your personality is as bad as ever. You're the one with the bad personality. I couldn't say it when I was living at home, but now I can say it without hesitation. That's just too rude, no matter how you look at it. You guys are both completely insane. Huh? You can't just give your husband away. He's not a thing. Tell Haven to give up my husband and find someone else. Julia, don't be selfish. Selfish? About this? It's selfishness, no matter how you look at it. It's the role of an ugly sister to fulfill her pretty sister's wishes. Showing off when you're so ugly? Even your husband would prefer someone prettier like Haven. You're not making any sense. My husband is looking at this message with me right now. Oh, just in time. I'll set you up on a blind date with Haven and tell him to give me his contact information. I'm sure you'll fall in love at first sight if you meet her in person. He says he doesn't want to. Huh? He knows I've lived my whole life being abused by my stepmother and stepsister. He knows that I've had a lonely childhood without the love and affection of my parents. He's the one who swore to me that he would make me happy. Huh? It's only natural that my love should be poured out onto Sweet Haven. In the first place, you are my ex-husband's child. You are not my biological child. Yeah, that's right. Just before I graduated from high school, my father died. I called you mother for convenience, but I wasn't adopted by you. Besides, when my father died, you filed a notice of termination of your marital status. At that point, the stepdaughter became completely unrelated to you. So could you please just leave me alone from now on? I can do that if you give your husband to Haven. We don't need an ugly, slow-witted woman like you in our family. My husband himself doesn't like Haven, so I'm going to have to say no. Oh shit. Talking through you won't get us anywhere.
Haven and I are coming over there this weekend.
Huh? You're coming here?
I'm going there to have your husband admire her. If he could see her beauty in person, I'm sure your husband will be freed from the ugly curse and fall in love with her.
That doesn't make sense. Anyway, he's not here on weekends because he's working.
He'll just have to take the day off.
Don't make it sound so easy.
You don't have a choice. Make sure you're home on the weekends. Also, it's better if you have the divorce finalized so we can get things moving.
Don't just go on with this one-sided conversation.
I'm not being one-sided. I'll see you this weekend.
Oh, would you just stop it?
Julia, where are you? I just arrived at your house. Come out. Don't tell me you're not home. Haven and I went out of our way to come all the way over here. Hurry up and let us in. Give us some coffee and donuts or something.
I'm away this weekend. My husband is at work and I'm taking refuge at a friend's house.
I told you to stay home. Don't you feel bad for Haven?
Not at all.
Hey, you know what?
We're not close to each other to begin with, so there's nothing good or bad about it. We're strangers to begin with. As for me, I think we're as good as cut off from each other. I don't want to see you, and I don't want you to bother me. Oh, since it's a perfect opportunity, I'll call you by your name, Mabel. I don't want to call you Mother anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, there's not much I can do about it today. But if you think I'm going to let you get away with this, you're mistaken.
Sis, why won't you give your husband to me? Haven, did you go there with your mother? Yes, I did. Why is an ugly girl like you married before me, sis? And with such a handsome guy. That thing's mine. Hey, what's your language? Don't call my husband a thing. I don't care what you call my stuff. I came all the way over here to marry your husband. Not only are you not divorced, you're not even home. How dare you underestimate me? Haven, you've always wanted what's mine, and then you take it away, and never once did you give it back. So what? He's too good looking for you. I'm the one who's going to take him for you. Sis, I don't know what kind of magic you use to make him fall in love with you. I bet he'll wake up the instant he sees my face. The prince is awakened by the princess's true love. It's like a fairy tale, so beautiful. Do you have a hole in your head? But anyway, this time I won't give you my husband, no matter what you say. Oh, I see. Well then, I'll make sure to remind you of who you are dealing with, so hold on to your hats. Mabel, what do you mean by the devastation at our entrance and in the yard?
Oh, what are you talking about?
The front door has been painted. It says, "Give me back my husband." The wife of this house is a husband thief, and the flower beds in the garden have been trampled over.
So, what are you talking about?
There's no point in playing dumb. We have security cameras around our house.
Cameras? Oh my god, where?
Not only at the entrance, but also in the yard. You and Haven were caught on film enjoying yourselves.
Oh well, if that's the case, well, okay. Well, now you get it, don't you? This is what happens when you make me and Haven angry. If you're her sister, give your husband to her. An ugly bitch like you, that's all you're good for.
You still say that?
Of course. Divorce him or I'll hurt you this time. Maybe someone will attack you on the street at night.
That's criminal extortion, says my husband.
Huh?
I guess the front door and flower beds are vandalism charges.
Huh? Oh my god, he's talking like a police officer.
Yes, my husband is a police officer. Are you going to be okay?
What? A policeman?
No, I don't think he's okay. He's really pissed off.
Wait, is it true he's a policeman? No, it's not true. There's no way a slow, ugly bitch like you could ever marry a police officer.
If that's what you think, that's fine. Since you don't seem to believe anything I say to you, see for yourself how much trouble you are in. Both Haven and you are sniffing around about me, but you didn't seem to know. As I said before, I also have the evidence from the security camera. I also took a screen cap of this message. My husband has already contacted the authorities, and they will move on it. Move? Arrest, I guess. Hey, why are the police here? We opened the front door thinking it was a delivery service. Then why are you texting me? You didn't run away, did you? I can't run away. It's like there are police officers outside. I'm hiding in my room. They have Mom. I see. She didn't have the time to tell you that we texted earlier. What is it? My husband, whom you fell in love with at first sight, is a policeman. Huh? Because you and your mother did something wrong, the police took action. I don't understand. I didn't do anything wrong. You and your mother spray-painted graffiti on my house and vandalized my flower beds. I think that's considered property damage. Huh? I see. You committed a crime without realizing it. But a crime is a crime even if you don't realize it. Think of it as an expensive lesson and a tone for your crime. Crime? Don't hide. You should go out on your own will. Do you want your crime to be more serious? Well, you're an adult now, so you should take responsibility for your actions. Now, excuse me. So, my stepmother and half-sister who continued to disrespect me were infatuated with my husband and tried their best to make that dream come true. They had no idea that it would lead to their arrest. After that, there was a lot of settling, etc. But I had them both firmly convicted of a crime in order to punish them for doing whatever they wanted to do. Also, the company that they had worked for a long time found out about the incident and they were both forced to resign from their jobs. At this point, we asked for compensation to pay for the graffiti on our front door and the destruction of our flower beds. We managed to get them to pay out of their savings, which they didn't have much of, and our conversation was over. The two ex-convicts will have a hard time finding new employment, and it seems that they will be living in poverty for a long time to come.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.